What's up, YouTube? This is me, Game on Cloud 9 here to bring you guys a new Naruto Manga 569 prediction rant. And I know a lot of people were expecting the chapters to come out last week and all that, and they didn't come out last week. I know, at least they said there was a good chance that they would come out. Didn't happen, but the chapters are early this week, and I believe we probably won't get any chapters Wednesday, so I don't want anybody to be, getting disappointed if they don't see it, because I think these were the chapters for the week, and we're not getting any next week, so be prepared for that. But I think we got a pretty good chapter. 568 didn't really leave any big, I guess you could say, cliffhangers where we're gonna, be all on our toes or whatnot for the next chapter. I mean, did leave somewhat of a cliffhanger, but it wasn't like last cliffhanger where we were wondering what the Nine Tails was actually gonna do to help Naruto and all that stuff. So I mean, I enjoyed 568 overall. Saw a little bit Nine Tails flashbacks. Seeing where Nine Tails hate really comes from. We got to see where the Nine Tails. I'm really thinking that the Nine Tails hate must stem just from Madara mainly. Like Madara is like, if out of any other individual, if you look at it, like he always, it refers to him when it comes down to hatred, and when he dislikes someone, like when he picks a certain person, it's always him. That he just doesn't, you can't stand. Even when he saw Sasuke one time, he even said, Sasuke's chakra was, was so ominous, and it was just like Madara's. It's like everything always goes back to Madara. So we can kind of see the Nine Tails has hatred for Madara. Maybe something is guessing, since we saw a little flashback, because he's being controlled, which really makes me think of the battle between, the first Hokage and Madara. Like, we see the first Hokage's all messed up and bloody, and Madara looks like he's just fine. And it kind of makes me wonder, like, how did the first Hokage win that fight again? Like, we never found that out, and I really want to know, because he looked like he was really about to lose. And we also know that he unlocks Rinnegan and all that other mess. So I'm thinking, like, okay, this man had Rinnegan, had Nine-Tail Fox control, and this dude already, he didn't even have his Rinnegan on. He looked like he was about half dead then. Yet, the first Hokage somehow managed to win. I have no idea how that happened, but that's just something I've been thinking about lately, since that chapter came out this morning. But anyway, to get to, more of what happened in 568, we also found out, more of the tail beast names and stuff. Found out that, because I already knew that they must have had names, because we know the one tail's name, which is Shikaku. But we found out the four tails name, which his name is thinking, oh yeah, Son Goku, which is so funny. And and what else? The Nine Tails name is Kurama. Now, before I really get into a big prediction, I just want to go cover this. This is for any of the haters. I'm not going to just say haters, but people who are quick to call plot holes and all that other mess in different animes. Son Goku Kurama, it is not necessarily, I think maybe, I'm not sure exactly with Son Goku, but I'm like, all that, both those names, it's not that it's stemming from Dragon Ball Z directly or stemming from Yu Yu Hakusho directly, just in case people want to try to go ahead and call that, or say Kishimoto is copying, or, all that kind of stuff, like it's plagiarizing. I don't want to, I know a lot of people will probably try to call that, and that's not exactly what it is. That stuff stems from the Journey of the West, which both Naruto, Yu Yu Hakusho, and the whole Dragon Ball Z series are kind of based off of, or they have a lot of elements in them that come from the Journey to the West. Journey of the West, I believe that's what it's called. Journey of the West series. So it's, and like, I guess you could say that they're since they're heavily influenced off of that, they have a lot of same elements. A lot of similar things. Not saying that some things don't come from Dragon Ball or come from Yu Yu Hakusho or anything like that, because of course all these different animes, of course, Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball Z weren't influenced by Naruto, because Naruto was, they were done before Naruto even came around. But um I'm like, since they all do influence each other, you may see certain influences from different series, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's plagiarism. But I'm not really trying to get into that in my whole video about that. But I just wanted to point that out, that don't think that Kishimoto is trying to maybe straight rip off of somebody, especially with the names. But anyway, overall in the chapter, I enjoyed seeing what happened 568, with the tail beasts learning their names. Naruto really wants to be friends with the Nine Tails, and I think the Nine Tails is going to turn around which the Four Tails was all surprised about in the chapter that Naruto actually wanted to be, friends with the Tail Beast. But it looks like the Four Tails wants Naruto to release him, but there is maybe a chance that the Four Tails really will try to hurt Naruto or do something to Naruto. So we don't really know what's gonna go down because I don't think Naruto he doesn't have his Nine Tail cloak on. So since he doesn't have his Nine Tail cloak on, it's not like he could really sense his emotions or hostility or anything like that, be able to know if he's about to turn and do something dangerous to him. So who knows? But if he does, I'm thinking there's a good chance that he's gonna probably try to hurt Naruto or something that maybe he just wants to release and then he's gonna try to do something, and that'll be all bad. I know Kakashi and Guy, we saw a little action with them in this past chapter, so they're planning. I'm pretty sure they're gonna plan something. Try to do something to Toby. Who knows? There's a good chance of that happening as well. We also saw who else? We didn't really see Toby in this chapter too much. We heard them talk about Toby. And Naruto was like, talking about how Toby doesn't even care who he is, and that I guess that's really bad that he doesn't even care about his own name, and that's when they were getting to the names of the tail beasts and stuff. So next chapter, who knows? Like I said this in my last prediction rant, I'm thinking that maybe the Nine Tails will get, will finally get a little bit friendlier. Then maybe Naruto will transform into the full Nine Tails mode. Good chance of that. I'm like the thing is, I'm really thinking that's gonna happen because okay, the whole thing with Naruto before when he tried to transform into the fox. The reason why he couldn't really transform into the full Nine Tail Fox mode is because he didn't have a good relationship with the Nine Tails. You have to have a good relationship with your Tail Beast to actually transform into their Tail Beast form, on your own. And like Naruto, since him and the Nine Tails aren't close or anything like that, that's why he wasn't really able to do all that. And I'm thinking if they, and I'm like, of course, if they grow close, that's the reason why Kishimoto put that in the story. Now, do I think that means Naruto is gonna necessarily fight in his Fox mode all the time or something? No, I don't think he's gonna be, in the full Nine Tail mode. As much as Killer Bee gets into his Eight Tail mode all the time. I mean, of course, I think he's gonna be in his Jinchuriki cloak, but I think that's more or less what he's gonna be in. More so because why have him be all like kind of resemble the Sage Six Powers, yet he fights more like the Nine Tails. And two, I'm like, why else would Kishimoto have Naruto even start to make what do you call it, Nine Tailed Rasengan? Not Nine Tailed Rasengan. What do you call that? Tail Beast Rasengan, like which is just like a Tail Beast bomb, in his Jinchuriki state. Because what really would have been the purpose of that? I mean, because he could have just not have had him not being able to have the ability to be able to do that at all. Just like Killer Bee can't make a Tail Beast bomb in his Jinchuriki state, but Naruto can, and I'm like Naruto may learn how to. He may even learn how to do the Tail Beast Bomb first in the Nine Tailed state, like the full Nine Tails mode, but I still think he's going to finish the Tail Beast Rasengan. Maybe it'll be a little bit stronger in some type of way. Who knows? Because, it is a Rasengan, and, Rasengan, we know how the chakra, spins around and all that kind of stuff, so maybe somehow it'll power it up more. I don't know. But I'm like, he's going to probably transform into the Nine Tail state first, and then, it's probably going to happen in the next 2-3 chapters. Naruto is finally gonna open up, and say, okay, look, Naruto, I'm gonna help you, do this, and probably, he's probably still gonna be all grumpy. He's probably gonna be like, I'm gonna help you through this war, but after that, we go back to the way we are before. But we all know it's probably not. Well, not probably. We know it's not gonna go back to the way it was before. All I'm hoping in this battle is that the Tail Beasts, eventually, not all of them, man, because I think that they'll probably split back up. But I'm hoping that they become the Gyubi. Not, I'm pretty sure the Ninetales probably won't link with them. Ninetales is probably going to stay inside Naruto, but I'm hoping the rest of them do. I hope the rest of them link together, turn into the Gyubi, and like towards the very end, Naruto fights the Gyubi. Big old tail beast battle going on. All that good stuff that we all want to see. And of course, I think they probably end up Naruto probably end up splitting them apart eventually, and then they'll probably, go back to being the way they were before, and probably, Naruto, they'll probably thank Naruto and all that kind of stuff, and, they'll probably be peace and harmony, and, typical ending in anime. But, I know I kind of rambled a little bit in this video as usual, but, my whole point is next chapter is probably going to be Tail Beast mode, full Tail Beast mode, Tail Beast Rasengan. Not next chapter, but it's probably gonna Naruto is probably gonna help Naruto finish the Tail Beast Rasengan, and that's pretty much what I think is gonna happen in the future chapters as far as that goes. The Four Tails is probably gonna try to attack Naruto. So this is my prediction. Lots of rambling in this video, lots of talking all over the place. Oh yeah, I have one more thing. Below I'm gonna post my new my Twitter and my Facebook fan page. So make sure you like my Facebook and follow my Twitter. Okay, so anyway, thanks for watching this video, and yeah, please rate, comment, and subscribe if you have not already subscribed, and I'll see you later.